Good evening and welcome to episode 124 of season 8 of Factory Town, where we're gonna add more wood to our paper system and then leave it alone and hope it works, because I feel like I could spend forever trying to get this to fix. Realistically, it needs a rebuild. I'm trying to squash things into too many places, so realistically it would need like a paper mill leading directly into a workshop rather than going through this system and come back out again, because throughput's the problem. Putting them next to each other would speed it up. So instead of having 2 paper, 2 books, we'd have 4 books and paper, just to speed up things, and then have to put the cloth in somehow, hopefully, if that works. I'm not too sure. But we need more wood. We need more wood because our paper is struggling for wood, although, yeah, paper is struggling for wood. So let's just do that. Let's do this. Copy. Let's slap that on top there. Nice. We had a single line going into the going into a splitter anyway there. So we go up there, go down to there, no, down there, go up there, down to there, and then copy that. There we go. Away you go. Okay. This will still get it because we're splitting here. So 2 go into this one here and it gets split, and then 2 come out and here. 2 now end up going into this box here, which is splitting left and right. So hopefully that'll speed up our wood slightly. Yes, there we go. Wood is increasing in there, and wood is increasing in there. Awesome. Paper's actually completely backed up. This is no way. Is it done? It's filled. It's managed to fill the train station. Actually managed to fill. I am so happy, so unbelievably happy. My happiness, however, the town's happiness, not my happiness. The town's happiness is absolutely jumping up, down, left, and right. It jumps up to 5,002 and then down to 4,008, and I'm not sure what's doing that. I'm guessing we're just like something's running out of supply and we're completely dead for it. So, paper, as far as I'm concerned, books, I should say, as far as I'm concerned, are good. We are good to go with the book. That's fine. Water, ignore the water. Need to fix that. So this is good. This is good. This is good. Books here, we're now at 100%. So hopefully this will catch up. We may need more book trains. In fact, I know for a fact we will need a new book train. So let's just throw that over there. Let's get a new book train, shall we? There is a nice new book train. This is just going to be books. This is not going to be a sell books. Although it could be that we're not selling enough books. Ha. Now think about it. Maybe it is that we are not selling enough books. I also need to double check that I've set up these properly. Right, so I want to follow this train. We want to follow this train. Okay. Because I want to make sure it doesn't turn off the track at any place that is delivering books, because it may be that it's delivering books to the wrong place. What's that train in front of us? Okay. Yeah, it may be that it's delivering books to a drop-off, and we don't want it delivering books to drop-off, because I might have forgotten to do that. So let's just follow it and see where it goes, and if it turns off down a rail anywhere, I know I got it wrong, and that's fine. There, yeah, see, there we go. It turned off down here, and we don't want it turned down here. We don't want it dropping off books here. It is purely to sell books. So therefore, this is incorrect. I need to add another filter to this, which is our this one here. Hold Shift, right click, exclude. Okay. So it won't send things like that. And I may have done that in several places. I may have messed up delivery and just gone, don't do mana crystals, but do fire crystals, because I added the depleted fire crystal thing to it. So I might have to go around and double check things. Don't know. But obviously that means that this train, where it is, yeah, this train here, would have been dropping books off here and then wouldn't have enough to sell to all the people. I think that's the only place we have, but I said it might be happening elsewhere as well. I might have messed up a couple of things, so I need to grab some of the trains and just watch them for a bit. The road's going up there now. That's awesome, because we have now 2 sets of. Okay, so dump that in there, and that was that. Almost that was over a full carriage one. Yeah, unfortunately, it was just over a full carriage. So that means the last town never quite gets a full amount. Maybe I should up all these trains to be 4 carriages instead of 3. It would mean the 4th carriage would have less goods. The 4th carriage would, the 4th carriage would not deliver as many goods because it would just be a 4th carriage. It would be like a surplus one, but it would mean that everywhere it delivers to would get a full stock. Because you see here, it delivered the books. It filled the books up here, emptied the first carriage at 50, but then took 5 from the next one because of the books are being transported over to the package. So perhaps we should look into that somehow. It depends on what's being sold where. Probably having 4 carriages on them wouldn't be difficult, but then having 3 is useful because then I can spot trains at delivery trains compared to other ones. So, right. So, like here, for instance, if I pause, pause. This one here has planks as an output. Wait, what? What? Why do you have planks as an output? That's old. That's old information. This needs to be updated. Get rid of the polished stone. Get rid of that. That's no longer used on that one. That's purely just for the different stones now. Yeah. But that one would have been the same. That one would have had that train that we looked at up here just now would have gone down there to deliver goods to there. And I don't want that. I don't want that. So I need to figure out what we're selling. And then I need to fix stuff up, which is going to be a lot of running around and looking at things and doing stuff that I didn't know about. So, you stop. You're not stopped. You're still running. Why would I let you still run? I don't know why I've left this all here. Reasons, I guess. Stake. Yeah, especially when it comes to the book over here. So, okay. So we'll leave that going. Let's have a zoom in to stop the game becoming so laggy. So books, hopefully we can fix the books. Hopefully that will speed up some stuff for the books, which would be great. We are industrial and nature is doing good. That's awesome. Hopefully this will increase over time. We have more stuff here, which is more book things. Really starting to feel like books are just going to be the absolute bane of my existence. Like, I need to double the book production. Not that we have the space to do it there, but let's have a look at magical books then, shall we? What's the problem with magical books? Well, they're not here. They're here. Okay. So you're doing the industrial. You just need more people? Is that your thing? Let's change up the delivery here. And let's update all of the belts that haven't been updated for a while. I could have sworn I built it after I had magic belts, but I guess not. And then I need to do the same here. Oh, well, that's surely not going to cause any problems. No, surely not. And then to get in the centre and do the same, which is really, really awkward to do. So let's just do it here. Boom, 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 boom. Line it up correctly. Go. Bop. Page up. Bop. Bop. There we go. Okay, everything's been updated to be blue belts now. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw workers into this. Because we have them. We have plenty of workers. We've got like 500-ish workers spare. So let's just get this hammering out to the point where you can't actually output fast enough. Which is fine. But then you are filling up, which is good. And then you are filling up. And you are outputting on here. And let's update the delivery belt because that makes sense. Pardon. Okay. Go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That seems as if it's working much better now. It's not quite right. That coin booster to it. Got to be careful of the coin booster. We've got to be getting to a point now where we're not producing as much yellow coins as we're spending. But then using production bonuses, we're getting more out of it anyway. So, and this is a double whammy as well. Adding the because we've got the global production bonus, we are actually getting more per work unit now. So it makes more sense to use workers now, way more than it ever did before. So, yeah. Okay. You are purely for that. That's good, right? And then, what are you? You are waiting for all this. So all this needs to be kind of updated. What is going on here? I think this is all stemming back from a failure of enchanted books. Yep. Oh, look at that. Oh, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Once again, we have run out of mana crystals in here. They've just gone poof and disappeared somewhere. This is all messed up. Look, see, this should all be even. This should be even. 1 or 2 here and there is fine. But we've got 11, 13 on that side, and then 5 and 3 on this side. I mean, it would still work, but it should be even. I don't know what breaks that. This should split this way. This should split this way. So they should all be evened out, and I don't know why it does that. And then this one's just lost some. It just disappeared. So it is annoying. I don't know how to fix it. That's the problem. I don't know of any way to have a system that fixes it, other than literally just have things delivering to these. Like if it keeps happening in a certain place, the problem is I don't remember. It happens here, there, and everywhere, and I don't remember. I remember I went through and balanced all these. Look, 10, 10, 14, and 2. 6, 10, 14. So there's 20. 22, 28. We put 40 in here. We put 40 in here. There's 28. I remember distinctly putting 40 in each one of them. Yep, see, that's not bad. So they do. They just disappear, and it's annoying because I don't know what causes it, and there's no real way. I mean, to set up a system to have it deliver mana crystal or whatever crystal it needs, I have to use. I could do it with airships and then have the airships drop off into a silo and then have the silo only output if it detects that something is low. Because you could check all 4 enchanters and say, hey, if all 4 enchanters added up together have less than 10 inside them, let more into the system. That would work. That would work. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that as a little side exercise. It's not something I can do everywhere. Definitely not something I can do everywhere. But let's do that as a little side exercise. That I feel would be fun. This has only got 50 stored in it, so let me double this up so we get 100. I don't think we're not picking mana crystals up. No, nothing's attached to this. I've just picked this one as well rather than that one. This one will do, close enough. We've got 4 of them here. I could pick either or any one of them. We could even do a mana pipe thing and just have a drop out over here. We could use a mana pipe to do it as well if I wanted to, but I'm just going to do it with this one. We're just going to do it with this one, and we'll see. So let's set up a system. Let's set up a little thing that will keep at least our enchanted books going. Okay, so over here. So what I want to do is I want to go on the ground and I want to look at where can we dump them? It's going to have to be in the row. I've got no real choice but to put them in the row. I could put it here and then but we'll put it in the row. So we'll do it there. Okay. And then what we'll do, we will have a mana pipe like that. So it connects to it. So when a ship comes along and drops off in here, it will drop them all into the system and it will go. And then we just need a system that will say, hey, turn this on, this grabber on, if we have less than so many crystals in here, which will be true for the minute, and then hopefully I can get my logic right and stuff doesn't go terribly wrong. So what do I need here? Well, we're going to need four math blocks. Maybe. I need four math blocks. No. Can I read multiple? No. Yeah. We're going to need. Conrad. Go on the ground and build. Let's grab a math block. Ooh, calculate. I need four math blocks reading the enchanters. No, I need four inventory sensors. Sorry, not math blocks yet. Inventory sensors. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I need to assign them to the ones above. So click them, press G to change to the up ground, right click. Right click. Right click. There we go. And then if we look at them, they should just say -1000. That's how it works there. So the X and the Z, it's not X and Y, it's X and Z when you're dealing with computers. X is across, and yeah, when you're dealing with UI, X is across and Y is up, starting in the bottom left corner. But when you're dealing with 3D, X is across and Z is depth. So when I'm looking at it like this, we know that way is north. So I looked at it like this, and from this tree to the iron is X plus, and from this tree up to the grain or sugar here is Z, and then Y is physically up and down, which is it's weird to understand because screens use X and Y from the bottom left corner, so X along here. So you know this house here will be so many X across and like 20 on the Y, because screens don't use Z, although they do for depth. But let's not go into that. I'm ranting about stuff that doesn't matter. So yeah, so these are saying -1000. So 0, 0, -1000 means it's above us 1000. So this layer is 1000 underground. I don't know if the different layers. I want to test that now. Can I copy this? Go to like the fluid layer. No, I can't copy it and do that. Select the right click. What did you say? You say 1400. So each layer is a different offset. That's how he's done that in the game. Awesome. Not that it matters, just interesting to know. So yeah, so all of these are connected to the place above. The place above. So we want to go mana crystals in a lot of them. Mana crystal. Mana crystal. Mana crystal. And what I could do here is I could have a system set up where I could just say, hey, if you don't have any mana crystals in you, which is the easiest way to do it. If these are all red right now, they're all going, nope, there's no mana crystals in any of these. And we could set up a gate, a ball, not a gate, it's a ball in this case, a ball here. And we could say we need to remember these. Oh, it's been a long time. A NAND gate? Not AND gate. Is that right? Can't remember which one does which one. It's oh wow. So an OR gate is if any of the signals are true, it will let it say true. An AND gate is if all the signals are true, it will say true. So that's what I want. So we want a NAND gate, which means if any of the signals are true, we send false. It flips it around. That's what the N stands for. It basically flips around. The XOR gate is always one that I forget what it means. Surely someone will know and post it in the comments below. So an AND gate is if everything I need every signal to be the same, and I will pass the signal on. An OR gate means if any signal is this, it will pass it on. A NAND gate means if all the signals are true, I will send false. It flips it. So if they're all false, it will send true. If they're all true, it will send false. And a NOR gate means if any of them are false, I will send true. So that's the one we want. We want the NOR gate. Now I link all of these. This process value. See, so it's gone. So what this will do is if any of these go, hey, I don't have any mana in them, which they're doing right now, any of them are going, well, all of them are going, no, I don't have mana in them, then this will say, hey, we need to be true. So I can right click here and set active state, and that will turn this on. So if any of these end up with 0 in them, it will go. I'm potentially going to block up the system here, but it shouldn't ever work that way, because if one side blocks up, it will just push the other side. So this should work. This should work. So any of them request it says true. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn off that one there. Okay, just for a moment. And we'll get a... all the mana will end up in here, won't it? Yeah, it's got depleted mana crystal, so it's not doing the thing there. What if I turn off the workers? Let's turn that back on. Let it up at 3. There we go. So there we go. So oh, you actually flip to... oh, if any of them are true. So now this has something in them. It says, hey, one of them is true, so because I'm an OR gate, OR means if any of them are true, I have turned off this grabber. We don't want the OR gate then, we want the NAND gate, the not AND gate. That. So all 4 of them have to be true, and then it will turn off this. And it's turned this off because it's not going to re-trigger it because we changed it whilst we were here. So there we go. So set value off or on, so you can trigger, you can flip it around. But this is what we want. We want it set to if any of these are red, so if any one of these 4 say I do not have a mana crystal, then this will go, hey, turn them on, until all 4 of them go, yes, I've got mana crystals in, and then it will turn them all off. So, awesome. Right, turn that back on again. Turn this up to 5 workers again. And then what we'll do is we want to grab an airship, which you can't put underground for obvious reasons. Right, you should have done your thing here. Yep, awesome. So I want to switch you to mana shards. I want to switch you to be mana crystals. And I really should have some logic here to say, hey, don't do things. But I don't think this is going to be running a lot. I think this is going to be running just a little bit. Like the airship's going to go backwards and forwards a couple of times and then just stop. And the only time it moves is when this system suddenly goes, hey, something is really wrong. Okay, that worked. Airship is going to go and pick up stuff here, but it's not going to pick up anything right now because there's nothing in here. Also, I believe, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe grabbers get priority over airship. It does seem that way. I've noticed it with trains as well. If you've got grabbers, when a train comes and stops at something, the train cannot get anything out of there if there are grabbers. Grabbers seem to get priority over everything else, which is absolutely fine. That kind of works in this situation because it means that that system's just going to, you know, back up a little bit and stop. So that's fine. I'm going to speed this all up here with blue belts. Just because we can. Another thing I could have done was actually come down here and grab like packaged goods and delivered them and unpackage them, because we could drop them in the packager and then just have the packager only open when it goes. It's a bit much for what we're doing here. So there we go. So okay, so you managed to get, no, wrong one. Wait, did you go? Did you leave? You go. You managed to get 6, which is not really ideal. Okay, so sorry about the surprise cut there, but the bin man turned up to empty the bins, and their lorry is rather loud. So now they've done a good job with that, we can carry on. Where were we? We were doing this here. Oh yes, so I think our actual airship has done the thing. It's gone all the way over there and come all the way back again, and doing the thing here. So we are now just leaving like this. I can actually change this to be a input, so we can get more going on here. That was why I wanted to do the 100, so that you would have 100 to fill. But I don't think I need to do that now because you can produce as many as needed to actually get what we want to do here. Why are you struggling? You're struggling for earth crystals. Really? 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 All the crystals are broken. All the crystals are broken. So, let's go over here and see whether this is working now. Or whether I've just chugged the whole system up completely. So how are we doing here? No one's got any crystals in them whatsoever. You've got some. You've got 20 output crystals. Why are you not outputting? You are outputting. Right, why is this... It may not be working. This may not be working. We've got one signal. And we don't have enough. You're getting enough in to go now. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Let's give it a go. I mean, the worst that can happen is I flood the system and it breaks. That's okay. I mean, we can fix that. That's not an issue. Having too many crystals would be a very different thing to having not enough. So, yeah. Where's the airship? Where's the airship? Here he is. Here he is. Here he comes. Come along, airship. Let's see whether we can completely flood the system and just get it working. And then, if when we save and quit and load and do whatever with the game and it breaks and stuff disappears, then we will just go, hey, look, the airship will come along and fix it. And this will be broken. This will be fixed. I don't want to do it for every place. It's not feasible for every place. I mean, it's doable for every place, but it doesn't make much sense. If that's what we were going for, I would probably run it off the town centre. We would drop crystals into the town centre and then feed them out to wherever they need to go. So. No, I don't know why the top corner one is filling up. That's really bizarre, but now it's full. It means this one will start filling up. Yep, there you go, that's filling up. And then these ones on this side will start filling up. All I'm concerned about is the whole actual process completely dying. There we go. Boom, that has turned on, and that has turned this on and off. It's flipping around because we just got the fourth one going. There's a lot of crystals just sat there doing nothing, but... Okay. They're not going to balance as well. This is kind of an awkward thing. They're not going to balance out anywhere. Because they just simply can't. They simply can't balance out to anywhere at all. I could also have them feed back into the silo as well. We could have the silo as like a temporary stop, so they go into the silo and then come out the silo only when they're required. I don't think that's needed. There we go. Oh, so they've all got 20 in now. They've all got 20 in. They're all full. The underground is completely full and broken. You have turned off the active connector. That's good. So then the airship's going to come back and fill up this, and then no more is going to output from here because all of them are full. And they're just waiting for the lines. The lines are completely chock-a-block, but it is moving. It is moving, which is absolutely fine. I'm happy with that. There we go. And we are full on books, and then enchanted books are full down here, which is good. Okay, and then so what are you struggling for? A couple of you're struggling for enchanted books. Why are you struggling for? Can you not output them fast enough? Is that a problem? Yeah, we're going to change this up. We're going to change this up on each and every one of them. Boop, 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 boop. Fifth one there. Because of course there is. And we'll copy that one and do 3 lots of enchanted books. Go underground. And, oh, we can't do it. Yeah, we can. Here we go. It's 3 to 4, so it's not a fantastic ratio. About putting and inputting things, but that can be fixed with a coin booster. speeding up the unpluggingness. And hopefully we can start filling these up. Yep, there you go. Fill. Awesome. Awesome. Let's also upgrade these belts here. We might have to double these up, I'm not sure. Especially if we want to add more workers to it, but we need to figure out a better way to feed stuff into the barn. I've got plenty of space on top. Let's that's okay. That's all backing up now. This is good. We're still not fantastic for things, but we can throw more workers in these and just see what happens. Let's just throw 5 workers in each one of these and see what happens. Of course, I'm going through the whole process now of using more books, and we've only just fixed that, so it's probably going to break everything. Every last thing in the whole world is probably going to break, which is to be expected. But okay, so this is no, it's still struggling for. It can't input fast enough. See what we'll do. We'll remove the center one. That's going to be awkward, but I like being awkward. It would be much easier to do the side one, but I like symmetry as well. So, bump, there we go. And grab. You want to grab, I don't know, what are you grabbing? Enchanted books. That's what you're grabbing. Enchanted. And enchanted. Oh, it's all backed up. Yep, it's all backed up. Okay, cool. Right, so I think I'm going to do this to every single one of them. It's going to be exactly the same design across the board. I'm going to upgrade them all to be blue belts. I'm going to change the system so that it flows in better ways, you know, so it's we've got the pipes and things on the ground. And then we will come back next time and we shall carry on from there. So these two and these two. Really, this is the one that he's doing. It's the fire crystal one he's mainly doing. But I'll do all 4 of them, and we'll come back next time and we'll see whether that helps with our happiness. We're still 5200, not really gone up at all. How is our books doing now? Just before I call the episode to a close. Book is brilliant, yay! But now we're going to use more books. So, oh dear, I should rename this series to be the book series. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.